Hello again and welcome back to the Book of Brett. Before we get into this episode, I do want to say if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. If you have not subscribed already, go ahead and be sure to hit that subscribe button. I do try to do these videos as regularly as possible. It's been a couple weeks since the last one just because of work stuff and everything. But today we are back with a new episode, and this whole thing really stems from several people asking me why I haven't done Cruella yet. I've gotten some DMs on Instagram, Facebook. There is a reason why I haven't watched this movie yet, and it's two words: premiere access. Now, this is what Disney Plus calls their movies and content that you basically end up having to pay extra for. The last time I looked, Cruella was $30 $30 on top of the subscription that you're already paying. The whole argument that I hear for the Disney Plus argument of we're charging this, for example, Cruella. You're charging $29.99 for people to watch Cruella when they're already paying a subscription fee for that one service. At least with Amazon Prime, there's other stuff lumped into it, so it's kind of like, okay, you can say it's delivery with a little bit of video added onto it, and then they're offering rental fees or whatever, which is something we're also going to get into, renting streaming videos. I've got to pay $30, where even if the movie was in a fucking theater, I'd pay $15. I can understand, yeah, $15 is a lot of money to go see a movie in a theater, which is why I haven't done it in a while. You're seeing it in a way you couldn't otherwise see it at your home. Disney Plus is already at home, so you're telling me I have to pay double the amount of what it would cost to go to a theater with a movie that was in theaters, by the way. I have to pay $30 extra on top of the subscription fee. Basically, what is that? A little over 2 months of content I have to spend on one movie? You can go f yourself. You're gonna charge me double of what it would be to go see it in a movie theater to watch it with no increased quality, video or audio, no increased experience, no shared experience. One of the big things that's enjoyable about going to a movie theater, especially when you're talking about something where everybody is really invested in the movie, like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, those were great movies to see in the theater because everybody's really excited about it. And this has been out for like 2 months at this point. I could almost understand if it was, you know, the first month or so you're doing premiere access, but 2 months after the movie's been released and we still have to pay $30 to watch it? No, absolutely not. It made sense when you couldn't go to a theater. When you were restricted from going to a theater, it made sense to charge people extra to recoup the losses. I get that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like a complete move to do something like this, to not only charge people for a subscription fee, but then to charge them extra, which is over 2 months of what that subscription fee is, over double what a movie theater ticket would be. You're actually getting lower quality when you're watching it at home because of compression. So for lower quality, for less of an experience, you have to pay double. I mean, you could buy it on 4K for $5 more, and then you're going to watch it in there and have it in better quality. I know most people don't have a 4K Blu-ray player, which means you're actually paying more to watch it streamed than you could to go to the store and buy it. Unfortunately, I know physical media is kind of a dying medium, which is really, really unfortunate in my opinion, not just from a collector's standpoint, because I do love collecting physical medium, regardless of what it is, whether it's comic books, movies, video games. I still miss the days where I could have a physical copy of a video game. If you look at the gaming industry, we have everything is done on hard drives now. Everything is technically, it's basically the video game version of streaming. Video games still cost 50 to 60 bucks, more often than not 60 bucks, but it's the same price as what you'd buy it in the store. If I go buy Cruella on Blu-ray, it's gonna cost me probably about 20 bucks. I haven't looked into that. I'll probably look into that, put it down as a caption. Going back to Amazon Prime, I feel like Amazon Prime is taking this to a whole other level. A whole other level. With not only are you paying a certain amount, you're paying an amount to rent it. I am trying to approach this from both sides, but I'm really, 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 really sick and tired of seeing this shit. I got to go rent it from Amazon Prime, who I'm already paying money to provide me this service. They're already providing me this service. I understand they're providing other services as well, but this is a service that is lumped into the payment I'm already making. And I've got to pay to rent it, not to own it, not to see it later. And at least with Disney Plus, there's a good chance that content isn't going anywhere. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, this all ebbs and flows. Like, they'll take stuff down, they'll put it back up. You don't get to own it. You don't get to watch it when you want to. Let me rephrase that. You get to watch it when you want to, as long as they are providing it. Whereas if you have a physical copy, you own it forever. And so I'm supposed to pay Amazon Prime $5 to rent a movie for it's like 2 fucking days. Or I could go buy a lot of this shit used, because again, this is not restricted to just new content. There is tons of shit on Amazon Prime where you have to go rent it for $3 to $5. For like $2 or $3 more, I can go to a used video store and find this shit a lot of times on Blu-ray. I don't know where you're located, but here in Colorado Springs, the best place to go is Entertain Mart. This is not a plug for them. This is just a fact. Entertain Mart is really the best place to go to find used movies. I can go to places like Entertain Mart and buy these movies for $3 or $4 more than what it's going to cost me to rent it, but at least I own it. Now, to be fair, maybe people don't watch these movies a lot. Maybe this is like something that's aimed at people that are just like, well, I just want to rent this and have it for the weekend. That's fine. That's fine. I get that. But that is not the perspective I'm coming from. We're not getting the streaming services doing this price lock bullshit alongside it being available. No, what's happening is situation A is happening at the expense of situation B. We see physical medium going out, and so these companies are coming in and they're going, oh, well, we see a new opportunity here. And that's all fine. That's all fine if you're looking at it from a business perspective. But I'm not looking at it from a business perspective. I'm looking at it from a consumer perspective, and it just really, really pisses me off that I have to pay these companies a base fee and then also pay them what equates to a fucking delivery fee. Maybe I'm overreacting here, but I know I didn't do this video until I had talked to several people that really kind of had the same feelings that I did. When I've got multiple people that I'm having conversations with, and we're all angry or at least irritated. Most of them don't get as angry as I do. I understand. I know me. I understand how I come off. Most people are not like me as far as getting that angry. When so many people are sitting there and they're frustrated that this is happening and that we basically have to pay more money on top of what we're already paying when these subscription services aren't cheap already. Who are these services for? I think it's very clear that this isn't for us. This is a way of these companies making more money on top of the extravagant amount of money they're already making. Premier Access is a real funny way of saying, give us more money or you don't get to see this shit. But I'm already giving you $15 a month. Doesn't matter. Pay us more or you don't get to watch. F you. And I think on that note, we're going to go ahead and bring this episode to a close. Let me know down in the comments, is this something that maybe I am just overreacting? Maybe I'm overreacting, and I am always willing to admit that I am overreacting to something because sometimes it happens. A lot. Most of the time. I would love to know what you guys think about these subscription services charging us to watch content and then charging us further on top of that when we're living in a day and age where most people are having enough trouble paying their rent. And I know that these are luxuries, but guess what? You work at a crappy job. Maybe this is the thing that's making your crappy job, making your crappy situation better. Maybe these are the things that at the end of the day, you know you can come home and you can enjoy it. You go and work a shitty job that you don't like. I'm not calling your job shit. If you like it, great. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're scrubbing toilets. If you like it and it's providing you with what you need, great. That's a great job as far as I'm concerned. But if you're going to a shitty job and at the end of the day, these are the things that are providing you some sense of joy and some sense of relief from the bullshit minutia of life, then I think you deserve to be able to pay for this. But so let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think this is bullshit? Do you think I'm full of shit? Maybe I'm full of shit. Do you think that this is something these companies need to do to stay afloat, especially when they have theme parks and they're taking money out of other products that are sold on their websites, and they have merchandise, when they've got all these other streams of revenue? Do these companies really have the right to continue charging us more money on top of what we're already charging? And maybe that's not worded right. They obviously have the right to do it because they're doing it, but should they be doing it? And I don't think they should be doing it, but I want to know what you guys think, so let me know down in the comments. But folks, if you did enjoy the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and throw a thumbs down. That's totally fine. And if you do want to see more content and stay up to date on the channel, do hit the subscribe button. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.